MOUSESPORTS have barely touched officials in these last few weeks ever since the Pro League. Getting straight into the game. It's big on the CT side. MOUSESPORTS is pick and Rops is right out the hut. Players down secret. It's not a lower play though. That bomb is in the A site and Tizian is dropping in desperately. We know his pistols can be good, but not today. 2-on-3. Karrigan can cut down Searson, who's come up the vent, but he's only buying time for Chris J and the site, who gets one tap by Tabson. Karrigan now in the clutch. Bomb for him and he's got Tabson out of the round, but Searson swings the door back and Big find the retake. Already off to a splendid start.
You know, they were looking good then as well. However, you know, I do think that if you're Mouse, you needed to get at least one of them. At that event, you know, they drop out right away. They go 0-2 down, and it's just the end of the road. Whereas Big, they crunch all the way through. They finish 5th. Not an incredible performance by any stretch of the imagination, but much better than that of MOUSESPORTS.
Well, the aggression from Big has been punched in this round. Tabson thinks he's going to get cheeky with it, but Karrigan is well aware.
The time before that was in Masters, the event that Big picked up, and when MOUSESPORTS played their last officials with woxic, and we know that those games didn't go too well for them. At times, Rops was even AWPing, and...
Oh, Tabson. Close. Second time around, going to get a bit of damage onto Frozen. Karrigan, deeged out. Frozen having to take up his position in main. As they want to get a move on, they are losing players by the second. And what was once looking good is now starting to look very, very dire. One by one, they fall, and it's all left onto Chris J. He does get down into this B site, but a 1v5 is where he finds himself now. Chris J giving up the aim of the game. In with the first, onto xantares. Molly onto the bomb. And Tabson not nearby to extinguish it. It does keep them off for the time being. There's the smoke from Tabson, and Big... they've got that third round on the board. A good try from Chris, and at least the bomb planted.
Who the hell buys a Bison?
Me and Frozen play all the time, right? And he's always buying up this gun. Tizian up on top of the hut, though, kind of bids them farewell right away. And this is a slaughter of a round. It's left onto Rops. Well, swiped Tabson out of the round. He's now also left in this very, very tricky clutch.
Ooh. Is he really going ramp? I mean, yeah, finally taking the ladder, looking at hell, but not going to commit to it. 25 on the clock. Tizian's tucked down behind the box. Rops can't see him. He's got to clear xantares first. Oh, nice shot. Players below him. Searson's tucked, and Tizian is going to trade in the one-on-one. Searson gets tapped, man.
Karrigan and Rops, they've been entrusted to go back and get this bomb, which they will be able to do. xantares down lower, gets beheaded by Frozen there on the peak with the AK. And Big are trying to pressure lobby. Now for Rops, who's hidden in the door, this could be good. Karrigan can draw the attention away. And then Rops is like this nasty little surprise thing you never wanted to meet. You're just ready to only fight Karrigan. And even then, that's proven to be a big enough challenge. Tabson will drop the bomb at least. Tabson, not the kind of guy you want to give a bomb to, but there's Rops with this surprise.
Utility. Oh dear. Oh, the timing. Chris looks away. Lobby push, but he does deal with it well. Tabson finds a kill outside, and xantares holding down the ramp room. 2 kills. Bomb drop. Frozen has his lurk in the yard that is once again come through, but it's all too little too late. He may have found a kill. Searson's here with the AWP, and he has got the shot, as he often does. 6 to Big. And yeah, the bomb just getting thrown to the ground on ramp. It's nice to see this AWP in Chris J's hands as well. Karrigan is running that bomb outside, so Chris holding the ramp room after taking one. He knows that xantares is still up, and so he's not rushing into this position, as it was a problem last round. Eventually smoked off. 2 on ramp, and again a crunch in the lobby for Big. Keto, does he check this? Rops is very ready, but Keto's got the flick back. Chris with the AWP, missing his shot, and Keto opens up a double in the lobby. MOUSESPORTS, they have to commit to B. It's all they've got in this round, and look who's here.
xantares, only one at the end of that spray, but a bit more damage done. Frozen trying to hold the vent rotate. Keto's fast out of it. Falls to BMAS, who's trying to catch this timing back into the vents, but spotted by Tizian. And now 2 players here. Ooh, that's a nice kill on the swing, but Keto is still a problem. While this is happening, Tabson has left ramp and rotates to heaven, so he's here early, and BMAS is not ready for that.
Oh, dear.
That is a really nice call from Big, right? You might have been watching, expecting it to be Keto to be that next line of engagement. And they're trying to get stuck in quickly. Frozen's holding this little gap in the door and was hoping that Karrigan was going to come in to help out. Chris J missed shot on this scout, and again, Not given a third chance. It's left to Rops, who's up on top of the silo, pressured from seemingly everywhere.
A mad lad. Kind of a staple for xantares play. He's a menace from here, lines up 2. BMS just scared to leave the control room now. Rightfully so. Gonna try to pie him off. Keto may see a gun barrel. Yes, he does. BMS has been sniffed out.
Chris J has been given this bomb plant in the A site, and whoo, tap on a Tizian. So now down to this 1v3, but pushing the lobby is Tabson. Chris, you need your gun out. You need your gun out. You're trying to walk heaven, but Tabson's already there. And this man's no angel. It's going to be the defuse for Big. They put 9 on the board.
Here as he rotates quick, 30 seconds. MOUSESPORTS mollying off hell. They're going to drop B safe, leaving Rops in this position. Keto on B. xantares is already dead. Keto needs the strong hold, and he's got BMAS gone as well. Double down for Keto. Not a third, but that's a great try. And 20 seconds puts MOUSESPORTS a man down in the post plant.
Yeah, that's what they needed. Big break right there in lower. Bomb still gets planted from Frozen.
You know,
not just us.
We've all been there where it's like, is that A or B? Especially on Nuke, where it can be kind of difficult to sometimes tell.
MOUSESPORTS time to kick up the pace and notch. Fast out the door. Rops pulling out the rifle last second with a flashbang, but Keto again spraying away. They get down the vent, but what cost? Big with 2 kills. MOUSESPORTS have B, but Big ain't falling for it this time around. Tabson, lots of damage on the second, and even with the bomb plant, Frozen is trapped in the lobby by xantares' push.
I don't think there's going to be any confusing this one right here. Chris drops the smoke just to try to get out of the line of sight, just to find some better positioning. There goes Frozen as sort of a backup plan, and Chris J on 15 HP. He does have an AK, breaks the control room window, tries to do a little bit of a xantares positioning.
Chris J has this horrible knack for always being the last guy surviving in these horrific situations. Keto gonna mop it up with 3, and Big reach double digits. No mistakes this time around, right? That is a...
But he will be heard jumping around. Tabson is playing the red box. There's many more players to be found. BMAS dropped on the corner. Tabson with a second and a third. Bomb at his feet, and Frozen dead in the water. Keto has his cover. Tabson tries to escape, and while it will be punished, it's a 1-on-5 for Robs. We've seen so many of these awkward situations for MOUSESPORTS, and none of them converted yet. And not even giving Robs the kill either. Oh, it's Tizian on the roof. Big 11 for a brutal first half on the pick of MOUSESPORTS. Will there be any coming back for it? We'll have to wait and see. And hopefully answers on our screen here. Tizian with just 1 smoke and 1 flash trying to cross the yard, but he's tapped by BMAS. Keto makes it into main. It's a bit of an A split for Big with the bomb going ramp side. Rops drops 1 sis and might want to double back, but BMAS has found another. Keto is gone, and this ramp play has been abandoned by Big. Nice hold for MOUSESPORTS. Can they keep it up in the 2v5?
Oh, BMAS certainly can. Tapped out the round by Searson, but there is the response, and a very big round from BMAS, who'd had a pretty quiet game thus far.
Trying to entry. BMAS alongside Chris. Oh, dead immediately. Nice shot. BMAS, oh, he's a beast with a pistol. He's doubled up with the Deeg. Bomb retrieved, and they can back out as MOUSESPORTS have dropped 3 players lower. They're hunting these kills. No one is looking. Carrigan with a spray, and he's going to be able to find 1. Searson traded off of that Deeg. Frozen is here as well. MOUSESPORTS surrounding the package, and that's a great little rotate that Big were not ready for. 1 man, surely too many. 2? Okay, that's enough.
And with Rops beginning a rotation down through the vent, time becomes the problem for Tizzy, and he needs both these kills, and he needs them now. There's the first onto Frozen. Gonna try and get into B, and he does have time. Oh no, he doesn't have time because he didn't have faith, and goes to check the window room now.
Have faith, man. But they're gonna run boost. It misses. Now trying to get past Frozen. He shoots his shot, but it will be a miss. The spray is better as he lines up 2, and same for Chris. Tabson with the Deagle. Frozen, he's got this one under wraps. MOUSESPORTS up to 8 with a flawless round. That was a necessity to build the money, and now Big come in with the big guns.
They get ramp control. Chris is going to hear it like, Robs, they're in hell. Robs tries to get it back under control, and he will, thankfully, but Chris is caught. It gets a little bit ugly. Deagle from xantares picks up another, and Carrigan having to rotate in through the vent, bailed out by Robs, who's on for the ace, but Carrigan steals it away.
Of course.
Yeah, Carrigan hasn't really wielded that weapon. It's been Chris and Robs, mainly Chris. But the results are there. Robs hitting a second shot. Orb coming back out from Secret, and Robs hangs around. You can't afford to do that against CSGO. Fast in the server. Karrigan not letting xantares get deep and big. With a very loose round, taking a lot of fights outside, they'll be punished by MOUSESPORTS. Legia next, Gob, Tabs, and Kiev. He was a real, like, upcoming talent at some point. I remember him at...
They have to turn around. They have to tuck tail, go the other direction. Bemis playing on the floor in the site. They're going to try to pincer now, making their move.
Oh, Bemis. There's one. Can he find anything else? Does have support from the hut if needed. Well, actually, never mind that. They both get dropped. Chris J through the vent, but Tabson holding it.
In terms of contact, even though Big had this outside control, again, looking for the A split. Bemas spotted Robs with his back turned, and now Bemas is all that stands on this A site, again getting one, but can he do any more?
He's got to go absolutely huge here, does Bemas. And the moment he swings, the flash is good, but it's only one. Frozen now, all the pressure on him. Searson, the man who bested him last time in the clutch, waiting in main, but Frozen plays the delay play. They throw that molly in, so he's here, and they're not ready for it, but Searson with the flick background.
Damn.
Secures 15 for Big, and now MOUSESPORTS, the money is gone. They're going to have to force buy.
We're straight to dust too. They're going to crunch the ramp, faking A with a lot of utility coming in from the roof as well. MOUSESPORTS, are they ready for this one? It's only Robs. Tabson selling the fake to perfection. Robs knows they're out in the ramp room, and he's stalling the shot, but Keto taps him out, and Karrigan's coming through a smoke. It's desperation. MOUSESPORTS just trying to patch the wound, but Tizian's in the A site, putting in more bullets. Bemas on his own has to be the hero. Once again, we've said his name a lot, but this time it's got to be something. xantares is gone. He hears Keto rapping. Bemas holding on with the pre-fire, but Keto is quick, and Karrigan running through the molly to try and keep this map alive. It doesn't look possible.
Yeah, he needed that first kill while the planner was on it. Does tag Searson down to 48. Does find the kill on the Searson. It's Keto v. Karrigan. In this upper site, it's not going to go Karrigan's way. Keto bests him 16-11 on the scoreboard. We see Big pick up this first map of the series, and we see ourselves going to...
We know Bemas is sick of rifling, but man, his pistols have been great today, from USP taps to Deagle down. Like to see that for MOUSESPORTS. Definitely going to save face in a matchup like this, but Rob's double tap from CT. He was low from the mid fight, and he still put up one hell of a hold. Big trying to cross with no smokes, and they come to regret it. Karrigan giving them a little bit to shoot at, and Tizian will take it back. Robs does find a third tap, and he's going to clean up the round. Nice stuff for Robs.
Yeah, Rob starts this round by, really aggravating here in middle. Just peek, peek, peek. He gets down to...
And now him and Robs have got to try and hold on. Pressured from both the tunnel and window. The Scout D combo deals with Robs right away. Frozen on the MP9. How's he managed that? Gets away with two. Stays alive. Oh, and a third as well. Just spraying it like it's a FAMAS or something on burst fire. And with Keto edging his way into the B site, he gets the info that it's clear. Robs is very late on this window peek, and they're already holding it. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. And that might come with the territory of this being a bonus round, right? Having to play so many of these SMGs close at long doors ultimately meant that mid was left to Robs, but B was also left to Robs. And that double hold that was the whole reason for success in that second round.
They even get out with no orb for Robs as well. Chris saving his scout. And lots of money for MOUSESPORTS, that's something, but bomb going into tunnels. It's looking like an earlier B execute. Karrigan flashed into middle, taking down Tabson. I like that aggression from MOUSESPORTS, finally taking names and not letting themselves just be at the mercy of Big's executes, but they still have to deal with it. Coming straight into B, Robs with the cross with a shot, and Tizian does trade fully blind. Frozen, the only man left on this site. Karrigan's throwing in all his util, and Frozen swings, dropping the bomb. Oh dear, it's getting hairy for Big now as Karrigan swung through the smoke, and Searson is late. He can't see a thing with his util all over the site. Oh, trying his hand at the shot, but Frozen jumps on the box and helps out Karrigan, giving MOUSESPORTS a fifth.
Denied.
Right back for it. Smokes on either side. Robs is flashed off. He's tucked to the boxes. Is Keto going to check it? Yes. The spam of the Tech 9 takes him down, and Frozen holding on his own. The anchor inside of B, and Tabson's grabbed the orb to trade him out. Karrigan flashed through, is punished by the Deagle, and guns have been gifted to Big on this eco. It might just be a winning formula for them. Again, the save for MOUSESPORTS. Chris looking right at him, but the smoker loses vision, and Tizian wins that one out. And that's a big eco round to win.
Yeah, this double AWP as well is starting to feel a bit like a liability, right? Like, it's very, very expensive to keep buying into it. And thus far, the results just...
Oh, Searson, he's finally got the long AWP, but no one's giving him a fight. They flash through, they get BMAS in the pit. Karrigan, lovely dink, but going back in for more will spell his end. BMAS, are they ready for this cross? They never saw it thanks to the util, and now BMAS finally in a position where he can unleash. Chris going to swing with the scout. Searson still holding on, flashing him out. And BMAS, he's so blind. Tizian's going to take him. Finally, all on Chris, and really not the gun for the job. Blinded, mollied, and everything, you name it. The kitchen sink thrown his way. Big in a 4-on-2. Frozen does catch xantares leaving B late, but still, Big get that info, and they just double down into the A site. Nice shot.
Oh, Frozen is looking good. Can he get any more? Taps him with the peak, but doesn't want to give anything else over. Frozen's now looking to go for this. Rops is like, hell yeah, I'm on board. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. There's the swing on the Tabson. They've got to get on this bomb quick. Frozen does have a kit, but it's Searson back at long that could cause problems. However, that kill onto Frozen in the site, even though it is immediately traded, the one man who had to survive.
Scout can't see him up close. Karrigan's right below the scope, and Tabson trapped as well. Karrigan fighting for his life, eventually traded by the one rifle in the round. Tizian moving into the site to cover lost ground. BMAS swinging him on the ramp, and it's Frozen to steal that kill away, even with the plant for Keto. MOUSESPORTS are winning all the duels. That's a nice little retake there as well. And the weaponry for Big, proper sweaty.
Is a smoke. Wow, mid to B smoke out. Tizian is going to be leading the charge and also the first one to the grave. Rops has been stopped. That's going to leave Frozen inside of this site, tucked in at the car. Things are about to get sporty for him.
Oh, they're so ready for Karrigan as well. He's come through so many of these CT smokes on the mid to B splits, and he's always been taken down by Big. They're very ready, and now set up for a retake with two-man deficit for MOUSESPORTS. Oh dear, they're getting picked apart by the AWP. Searson, worth saving as he gets it done in the post plant. Big, they make the half pretty damn close. MOUSESPORTS still contesting for this series. Beats her up, and MOUSESPORTS with a pace right out with that smoke. Chris J running towards the site. Keto getting tagged as xantares sees everything. He drops off, but Tizian's gone through the smoke with one of his own, and Chris J needs this entry. He can't get it. Frozen cutting off rotates, but does it even matter at this point? The bomb is loose, and Karrigan dead as well. Oh boy, I love the round for MOUSESPORTS, but it falls apart at the seams.
And talk about where the bomb is down to. That is just unlucko. Frozen not going to find success there in his duel with Tabson. We see 8-8. Big pick up a pistol.
Finding success up through the catwalk and not all dying immediately. That's going to be the ultimate test here. Tag from Searson, going to deal with Karrigan. Bomb going down though as BMAS is under the crosshair of Tabson. Now up into it and not where you want to find yourself. The USP with a double.
What?
And Rops is mobbed up as well.
And he likely will. Molotov comes out. xantares waits at the ready. And Rops was even more ready. Now Keto's got a lot to do in this B site. Peeking from the window. They're going to peek it from the tunnels too. A quick shot onto Frozen. And that's all he's good for. While the M4 that was netted for the side of MOUSESPORTS gets taken out towards CT. And Chris will get the bomb planted.
Oh, were they going to... No, I was wondering if they were going to attempt the boost, right? The same one that Searson used against them. Round out the half, Chris J dealing with Tabson, leaving it all on Searson. In towards the doors he goes, but Chris is on the angle. 3 in the round. And already Chris J showing us more in that round there than he did in...
Let's see if they can keep it up. Building into the T side, breaking the money, many rounds of Big. And just crunching B. I like this. Only one man here, Keto. Spotted at the back of the site. Now they are a man down. Tizian found a kill in mid with aggression, but Robs, only just finishes the spray. Could have been problematic. Tizian with a rifle, and he's gone as well, trying to hunt Karrigan in the tunnels. Such low HP on MOUSESPORTS, but Big. And are Big gonna react to it and start stacking, or will they assume that MOUSESPORTS move away? Could that be their undoing? These are the questions.
I do love as well, so much effort is going into setting up Rops in this game. However, early on in this round, they lose Frozen. One of the other heavy lifters for Mouse thus far. Taken out of the round early, and nothing really gained for it. Karrigan snuck out here into mid. Tabson expects it, reads it, deals with Karrigan. And so while Mouse have got long, they don't really have it. There's a molly on the car as well, and that's going to lead them to believe that it's clear, but Searson was here the whole damn time. Chris is trying to do everything in the book to bait this AWP shot out from Searson, and he just doesn't take it till he's got the kill. Chris, ooh, no scope. But he will get traded promptly by Tizian. And that's the problem, right? With the bomb getting dropped at long, like everyone was already there. They mollied the car. It's too shallow, and so Searson can sit here, and now they think car is clear. Now, hopefully that shot has given up the aim of the game, right? If it hasn't, I'm a little bit worried for Mouse. They throw the Molotov again. And once again, it is too shallow. So Searson, still, now they're like, well, he can't be car. He mollied it twice, and there he is at car. Rear it up, Searson. Forged in the fire, forged in the flames, and laying down the pain at long. Frozen with, once again, one final shallow Molotov. Now, this time they're really hoping they've because, you know, it's worked so well every other time. Oh, Searson. Finally, Frozen's going to deal with him. Fire meets ice at the car, and Frozen does come out ahead. But a 1v3, 8 HP and the bomb down. Can retrieve it at the very, very least, but that's not exactly the world to work with here if you are Frozen.
Hey, your time's already gone. 20 seconds, he's working his way up long. It's gonna take a miracle. xantares with his xantares peak, doing xantares things. He's gonna have to come up huge here. Cavalry hasn't quite arrived yet. Big nade, though. That's gonna go a long ways. Tizian hits up Bemis, still alive, hunting. He wants more. 3-on-3 currently.
And this slowdown has given so much time for Big to rotate these players in. They are all over A. Mouse, they kind of sense that something's awry. They get out of there, and now it becomes a wild race into B, but first, middle, xantares caught by Carrigan. Still good for one. Tabson left in the clutch. But Chris holding from the window. That shot missing has given the 1v1 over. Oh no, that was the worst case scenario for Mouse. Chris with the trade puts 15 on the board for MOUSESPORTS on the map pick of Big. He has been the driving force. Him and Frozen have been the two making all the difference. Carrigan, knowing now that it matters more than ever that he delivers, opens up with a double and leads by example on this charge into the A site. Frozen wrapping Tizian, and it's Keto and Searson left in a 2v4. First man down, it's Bemas on with one. Keto a double. Frozen wrapping in through mid. Chris J alone in the site, and Frozen's got to hit an impeccable timing. Searson is rotating up towards middle, so Frozen's got this one locked in. Keto now pressured from two fronts at once. His attention divided, and Chris J up and over into a third map for Mouse. The battle continues. Big versus MOUSESPORTS draws to a close on dust.
On the retake, we have double nades that were meant to stop a B play, but now MOUSESPORTS are going to have to use them on a retake. Not easy, especially not when they're down another man. Tabson finding Frozen in ult, and nice grenade onto xantares. Second one forces him out, and Carrigan finishes the job, but MOUSESPORTS with a lot on their plate.
Oh, Keto on the upswing, and Chris just kind of looking around out in the open. Gets shut down by him as well. Rops has got to save Big. They pick up the pistol, and pretty dominantly. Oh, what's Robs doing here? What's he doing?
No one's here to kill, sadly.
R.I.P.
Oh, Searson's going to hang around.
Yeah, Searson should be dead. Oh, no! Robs dies to the bomb.
Shooting a player that can't see you, it's great. I mean, I'm sure he'll do 86 damage and then get cleared. No, he gets it. Nice stuff. Oh, the crunch, the pistols, they're in play.
Oh, my
MOUSESPORTS have overrun the apartments. Tabson going to try and chase him down with a MAC-10, but AKs have been grabbed and Chris has backed up.
Yeah, they're out. Frozen considered backing away too, but this hit is on. There's the Deagle shot. Finally does land on the Tabson. Leaves Searson. On tap, but then
not pulling out his gun.
Yeah, kind of.
Reaggression in B with the flash. Tabson dodges it, but Chris hits the shot onto Searson. Wallbang is good as well, and he finishes the job. 2 onto Tabson. Frozen still here, and Chris is not done. He's just lighting up the server, the scoreboard, the damage onto Big. Frozen finding both those kills. Now xantares in a 1-on-5. Where did it all go wrong?
Chris J, man, he was molding after getting smoke shot last round, so he has some revenge of his own, right, with the wall bangs.
The bomb planted, Big are well entrenched in this site. 4-on-3 in the retake.
Yeah, double AWP in the retake as well, right? This is where this double AWP decision can get risky. Tizian with the 1 AK, doing damage. The pistols bested in towards CT, and Tizian caught out at the pillar. Defuse gonna come through just in time for MOUSESPORTS, and the AWPs. Oh, there's the first for Frozen. Molly pushing him back. Still in with a double. Needs some help from Chris J. And that's so close. That looked like it was dead on. Instead, Frozen takes matters into his own hands, and Carrigan is there to put an end to the round. A great B hold from Frozen. Buys time for Carrigan's rotate into CT. In the top of Banana, Chris J and Frozen with 2 Molotovs or 2 incendiaries and a smoke between them. Ooh. They can slow down this B push, and the amount of utility that is present here in B should be a disaster for Big. Frozen mollied out, but still putting up kills, and even though they deal with ROPS on the rotate, the numbers at B are dwindling for Big. Chris J, another blinder, and Frozen bested through the smoke. All right, Tabson's made it exciting. Now down to the clutch. In the 1v2, what's Tabson going to deliver? Trying to get this bomb down, but Carrigan is already wrapping ruins with the shot in the back. It's Carrigan to deliver 7 to MOUSESPORTS. And
Tabson got to watch out for the wall bangs. Frozen's trapped between 2 Molotovs. Can he find anywhere to stay alive? No. Oh, that's a nightmare scenario. Robs with a double, kills the deep player. Tizian makes it out of apps, but not for long. BMAS doubling back, and Carrigan is here as well. Sisson won't commit with that bomb. 2-on-3. Big slowing it down. And they're split 2-1. MOUSESPORTS still with that AWP on the B side, but they're going to try and take BMAS while they can, and they can't. He finds them both, and AKs are saved for MOUSESPORTS. Huge pick for Chris. Will that tempt Big into B, knowing the AWP is now on that A side? They look set up for it already, and here they come.
Carrigan up here on the boost. Frozen needs to draw the attention away. Does get domed by Keto, but there's the response. An attack from Chris J. Through the smoke, brings Searson down low. Tabson gets the bomb planted. Carrigan's making noise as well, so Searson wises up to the fact that they could be wrapping him, but he does get cancelled out. Tabson only good for 1. It's Tizian left in the clutch. Chris J at the coffins. BMAS closing the gap in through CT, but Chris is not missing right now.
And Robs flies high, but only 2 on this A site as Big setup. Execute smokes into the pit, goes Tizian, dropping on the site. Robs is trapped. BMAS needs to help him out as Robs is falling into the site, but they line up for Tizian, and the spray is beautiful. Carrigan going through the smoke with a double, and he has made this round possible for MOUSESPORTS.
That is a hero push and a half. Should not have got away with 2 ever. This shouldn't be even right now. Tizian did so much. Frozen arriving fast from B. Sees the barrel. Surely he saw it. There's Keto out in the open, and he's aware. Tabson followed up onto. And it is a retake for MOUSESPORTS. Tizian with the double entry. It looked like that was enough. It looked like that would have sealed the deal, but Carrigan trying to get aggressive over towards B. What? Keto opening up with a double. He should not have got away with 2. Chris is here on the rotate, very, very fast into CT. Big smoking it now, and close for Chris, but Searson through the smoke.
50% of Searson's kills in this game have been through smoke. Nice little tap for xantares, burst rather, but yeah, BMAS. I mean, you can give this a go. It's 11-3. It's the last round of the half. It's not how MOUSESPORTS wanted it to go, but they've had a pretty good run at it so far. BMAS in the clutch. Already dinked down. First bullet. And Keto will clean it up. What a round for Keto, man. He won big. 2 of their rounds with B entries. CT side start for them. Kit on Tizian for that retake. It's a 4-man A setup. MOUSESPORTS are charging middle with a flash. Blinds everyone from Chris, including the enemies. And BMAS will capitalize with 3. That is beautiful. Tizian's still here, though. That's that quad stack there, ready to play. But Chris has put a stop to it. And Carrigan running through the apartments with the bomb as Tabson's on a late rotate.
What can Tabson even do here? He doesn't even have armor, so aim punch is going to be playing into this as well. Nade takes 1 off, but BMAS takes the head off. 4 in the round. And Tabson left back in the site. Tabson doesn't have armor either. Searson trying to run for cover. Chris J opens up on a Tabson, and Searson getting some tags off with the scout. Ooh. Chris J's MP7. I mean, it's big Chris. What else did you expect? Can he get another through the smoke? Come on, Chris J. Do it to them with the MP7. xantares moving in. Chris does get shut down, and the nade is good, but Rops looking above it all, puts 13 on the board for Mouse. Look at this, though, 14-4. This is it for Big, right? If they don't win this, they're done. And it's dominant for Mouse in this series. Searson, very quiet on the T side, as is often the case for Orpers on Inferno. Flashed in to the top of B. Chris J and the SMGs, his reign of terror will continue. Put to an abrupt end by Keto, but Big have already left A, and now they realize, well, maybe we've jumped the gun a bit on this one. They send Searson back into mid, and now more than ever, we need Searson to deliver. Strikes 2 off the tally, leaving it all onto Frozen. In the clutch, smokes off Moto. Searson, Frozen, here's a footstep, and now he's intrigued. Oh, he's on the flank, and they don't know. Down goes one, and the double. Left onto Searson, the man who made this round look doable, but the molly on the bomb should deny it. Frozen, he's done it, I'm pretty sure. There's no way in hell. He does get the kit, and he had a smoke as well, but the realization just a tiny bit too late. Do it to him, Keto. Flashes are in, and oh no, BMAS doesn't know either. Still in the car, but Carrigan blind. Gets away with it.
Team Flash.
Tabson, yeah, Keto's like, well, cheers, Tabson. Appreciate you, bud. Always have. Rop's gonna deal with that other AWP. Both the AWPs now removed. xantares in with one. Not quite traded, but now they know he's here. Aggression in at B, and BMAS isn't able to hold them back. xantares needs to stay alive in A, and he can't manage it. Chris in with a love tap onto Frozen. And it's Tabson and Tizian, the double T's left in this retake. The utility can just delay this, though. Frozen even has a smoke that could come down at short side. Tizian smoked off in the apartments as well, and time is running out for Big. They've got to go, and they've got to go now. Tizian with a double, left into the clutch, but hidden is Carrigan, and MOUSESPORTS take the victory. 2-1. The MOUSESPORTS squad get it done. Big, a good start to this series with a victory on Nuke. Close on Dust 2, but here...